Thank you for tuning in to the Patricia Show. This is Patricia. Please press like, subscribe, and share this video with someone you feel that needs it. So I have two students now, and I gave them both affirmations. During the day, they have different affirmations to do, but at night, they're both saying the wealth at night. The guy is already seeing results for me. He's getting the money in now. The girl, she's getting future money in. So let me explain this. She wants to be a real estate developer. And so she met a guy that's training her to do that. And, the deals are like $200 million. He's showing her how to do a deal now worth $200 million. And so this is big money. When she get a chance to put her deals together, she could make that or even $100 million or even more. She wants to do commercial developing, where she'll maybe build something like apartment buildings and then lease them out, something like that. So she had no contact to how to get this done, no contact to how to borrow the money, nothing like that. And through the affirmations, she is being hooked up, believe me. So now, just for her going to away on a vacation, not a vacation, but to watch the guy put together a $200 million deal, he gave her, I think it was 5 or 15% equity in the deal. So she'll get 15% of $200 million just for coming and being his student, basically. Basically, that's what it is. Being his apprentice, basically. Now, but the money she's not going to get it right now. It'll be about 6 months before she get the money, because they have to go through the process of whatever they go through. I think the land has to be certified. It's things that have to be done. So again, all her money is future. So when I talked to her the other day, I thought maybe her affirmation during the day, maybe it's not geared towards now. So in other words, I thought it was something like I will receive abundance of money or something like that. But it's not. It is saying money will flow to me now. But she's the type of person that she doesn't do action right now. She has to research things and before she actually takes action. Like, for instance, today we were in class and she's opening up a home health agency. And I was going to right then and there call some of the assisted livings to see if they needed help with staffing. So I had it pulled up in the Zoom meeting, and she was going to call. I wanted her to call like now. Let's call these places and see if they need need somebody to help them staffing, because there's a shortage in home care. She started telling me that she was going to go and write a list out, and then call people from make a list of assisted livings and call the list and see if they needed places. And then she just went on to tell me what she was going to do. The way she was going to do the plan is future. It would have came out, well, maybe in a few weeks. She would have maybe got some patience, but she wasn't implementing a plan that was going to happen today. My plan was implemented, well, let's call today, you can get a patient next week. That's how mine was set up. Like, why do we have to make a list of these assisted livings? I'm Googling it now. Let's pull it up now and just let you call it. So she told me that she had researched about how to open your home health agency for 7 years prior to her actually taking the action to do it. So that lets me know that, she's not a person who, things aren't coming to her. She's not taking action today. She researches stuff so it comes in the future. So some type of way, though, in her subconscious mind, this is the way the subconscious mind is picking this up, that she's future oriented and that things are set up to come to the future. So this is why she's getting all of this future information, and it's not actually gearing her to the cash. The other guy, the student that I have, He started a little bit before she did, because he implemented it right away. He's actually seeing cash today. He's not getting any future opportunities so far. His is all today. And usually when you do these affirmations, they're all going on. This is what you're going to get today. So it really puzzled me as to why hers is like this future thing. But when I sat down and looked at her, and then after what she had did today about the assisted livings, I thought there's something in this lady's consciousness that everything is geared towards the future. Nothing is geared for now. So even though she's got this request in for the universe to send her this money now, right now, there's some reason it's sending her future information. So now it's hard for me to explain this because it's hard, as I'm even explaining it to you, it's hard for me to really explain this, but I can see clearly what's going on. Now, unless she changes that belief, so it's some belief that she has about future. Now, what I think it is there's some type of fear that's there. And the fear, she wants to take everything so slow and be so thorough with everything and like that. Because you've researched this assisted living. You've researched how to own your own home health agency for 7 years. That's a long time before you actually took the action to say, I'm ready to do this. So her subconscious mind has picked that up. And that's how it's bringing things in her life. And it'll continue to bring her things like that, future oriented like that, until she gets to whatever this fear is, to move that fear and to say, no, I don't want this to come. I don't want this to come in the future. I want this now. I want this to manifest right now. So it's hard for me because I don't really know her that well. So it's hard for me to figure out what is this belief that she's holding about future. What is the fear that she has about future? Why did she research for 7 years before actually taking the action? Why does she do this with everything? Something else we were going to do in class too a while back, and she did the same thing. It's like she wants to pick it out, pick it through, get all this information about it before she actually does it. But the information is like unnecessary information. You don't, some things you need to do, and then you get it started. Like calling assistant living. What in the world are you needing to research or do for that? Just call the people and see if they need help. They might say no because they already have a staffing agency that's helping them. So you don't want to waste too much time on one agency. You just call and say, I know it's a shortage. I'm a non-medical home health agency. We can supply you with floor staffing. Are you interested? That's all. You don't need to go home and go through Google and get a list of them and do all this. No. Because when you're a non-medical agency, some staffing you can't do because you're not licensed to do it. You have to be a staffing agency, and she's not a staffing agency, so it's only a certain kind, like assisted livings that she could get. She couldn't staff a nursing home, just assisted living. But anyway, she doesn't need to go through all this, get all this information and all that. Just here they are on the phone. I have one. Let's do it. You see what I mean? So anyway, it's hard for me to explain to her what specifically it is that's gearing her money towards the future, because I don't know her. She would have to examine her thoughts to find that out. Now, I've given you her as an example because a lot of you might have similar things happening to you. You may be doing affirmation and maybe you're not getting the money right away, or maybe you're getting it but it's showing up as future, or it just seems to be going slow or anything like that. You've had the beliefs that you've had all your life. And so you've been working, running your life. Your subconscious mind has been running your life based upon those beliefs that you're holding. So you have to really examine yourself. This is not about like I'm giving you affirmations and you say the affirmation and it magically changes your life. Yes, it does change your life and it does change it magically. But sometimes there's some stuff that you need to change, some fears that you need to go through and deal with and get over before the magical stuff will just actually manifest in your life. This is the perfect example of that. That's why I wanted to give this to you. This is an example of somebody who really needs to move whatever beliefs she's holding or fears that she's holding about things manifesting right now, about things manifesting right now. If she was to find what the fears are and then move them, her money will start flowing in abundance right away. If she doesn't do that, she will still get the money, but it'll take longer. So I always tell you that within 90 days, whatever affirmation you're doing, you should have seen it manifesting. So now she's approximately at 60 days. Well, she's probably right around 50 days right now. So this is the thing. This is what will happen. If I could go, when I say go in, I mean go into her subconscious mind. That's what I mean. If she could examine her subconscious mind, find out what belief she has there. Think in the past of what belief, how does she, when she researches things, what is she thinking about? What are her thoughts about money in the future? Dig those things out. And she find what it is and then conquer that fear. Well, within a couple of days, maybe a week, everybody is different. The money will start flowing in. If she doesn't go in and change that, then she'd have to wait for the affirmation to really take hold, and it'll automatically move out whatever that fear and belief is she holding. So that would be the second thing, the second way. So because I'm really not able to tell, because I don't know her, so I'm really not able to say, wait, hey, this is the belief that I think it is, and so we're gonna change that belief, because I don't know. It's probably going to be best for her just to continue doing the affirmation till she gets to the 90 days. Like I said, she's at 50 about now. Until she gets to the 90 days, and then it should have moved it. It would have moved it, and her money will start coming in. So a lot of times, especially when you have beliefs of lack and limitation of supply, there is definitely some beliefs that you have may have still stemmed from your childhood, may not have, may have stemmed from your adulthood, but that's blocking the flow of your money. And this case is blocking the flow of her getting money right now. Again, it's giving her some really good deals. She's meeting really good people for future. She also met this other guy that's giving her some 5% equity in his $5 million. I think it's $5 million project that he has, and that's still in the future. 6 months to a year, she will get the equity off of that. But hey, that's the future, but that's going to be a lot of money that she's going to get, 5% of $5 million. You know what I mean? So she's making the money, but it's for future. So, which is good. I'm not saying it's not good by no means, but I'm saying there is a block there that's keeping her from getting the money today. Give me for the universe to bring it in today. Okay? So, if you find yourself doing affirmations and you feel that, the money isn't coming in, like you might feel, well, yeah, this is working because I'm getting a lot of opportunities, but the money isn't coming. I'm not seeing the physical money come in. Then there's some form of block or something. Write it in the comments and let me get with you to see what's going on in your subconscious mind. Thank you so much for tuning in to The Patricia Show. Have a good day. Don't forget to subscribe and press like.